Are you ready to explore California's ugliest city? If so, I have driven all the way from Las Vegas to here, Needles, California, where you have quite some characters. There is a lot of crazy stuff going around, and you're gonna see how dysfunctional this desert town is, right on the border of California and Arizona. So here we go on another desert adventure. All right, so there's already action here in Needles. There's already something going on. Yes, so here we go on this desert journey. We are here in Needles, as you can tell. Yeah. So this is a little bit of a taste of Needles already, everyone. So yeah, what an interesting start to our desert journey. Yeah. So this is what's going on. And here is the mural.
Dumb white man. What you beat on, you poor stupid bastard? Beat on you and your mom, punk. I killed your mom, punk. Beat on me, punk. Dumb idiot. I don't give a fuck about your mom, but no. Stop. What are you doing, punk, punk? Go on, you fucking bitch. You fucking punk, fly. You fucking son of a damn bitch. I don't know if you learned to, you fucking bitch or not. Some dick white girl. Fucking punk, name your name, punk.
Yeah, everyone, Needles does not disappoint here in Needles. So yes, let's keep going and exploring this California desert city, which has a lot of interesting characters, as you can see. We got her. This is Spike, Snoopy's cousin, welcoming you to Needles. Yikes. All right, so we encountered our very first tweaker, everybody. Our very first tweaker, and don't worry, more is to come because this is Needles, California. It is sketchy here. It is weird here. Except, I have to say, this is probably the only nicest area here in town. So go ahead and take a look. Yes, so this is my perspective right now. Usually there's a lot of homeless people here. Where I first started the video, it's right here next to the museum. And for those who aren't aware, Needles is located off of Interstate 40 in far eastern San Bernardino County. That's right, this is San Bernardino County, and it is known for being a rail destination. And here is this monsoon right now. I'm not sure if it's going to rain, but right now it's about 110 degrees out. Super humid, very humid. But we'll take a look at the train station, and then from there we'll just do a quick tour around the city of Needles, which, oh my God, everybody. And I used to spend a lot of time out this way. So, not by choice either. I had to conduct a lot of business out this way. But regardless, though, I am very familiar with Needles, California. And if I had one word to describe this city, it is Blight. All in caps, Blight. And really, Needles, it's about 4,000 or 5,000 people that live here, and it is home to the hottest rain on Earth. The rain recorded at 115 degrees, and here's some trains, everybody, trains! As mentioned, Needles is a rail yard, and they also have a live 24/7 streaming camera. Oh, you can't go this way. Before you could go this way, now you can't. Amtrak comes here. I'm not sure if they stopped. The Amtrak train shows up at midnight, 12:30 if it's on time. Most of the time it isn't. But yeah, well. And this is called the Harvey House. When the rail stations were constructing destinations, this was at one point a hotel. You could get a meal, do all sorts of stuff like that when you were traveling across the Mojave, or I should say when people were. But yes, this is the train station here in Needles, California. There's a lot of BNSF workers, Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Yeah, and that's like primarily the main employer here in Needles, California. Oh, there's a dog. I don't know why it's in there. It's offices. But BNSF, yes, is the main employer. A lot of people who work for BNSF reside in Lake Havasu City, Bullhead City, Mojave Valley, the surrounding area. Needles, it's very small. It's very small indeed, but that's why I have this video I'm making, so you can explore it with me. We already saw one crackhead, and she was tweaking pretty hard, that's for sure. She was tweaking. Oh. Some offices. Yes, so here is the Needles Chamber of Commerce, and they are open. And if you're familiar with this part of the desert, it is on historic Route 66. Yes, Needles, California is located on Route 66. So when you're driving through the main part of town, you're actually driving on a part of history. And speaking of history, there's a cannon over here. What's this? City council meetings? That's probably what's going on. Well, anyway, something's going on. I'm not sure quite exactly what, but on we go. On we go. And as mentioned, it is really hot. About 110, maybe 112 right now. It's very muggy because a monsoon is rolling in. And yeah, that's how it feels right now. It's just kind of miserable. It's really hot and really humid, and it's like, bleh. Here's this cannon. I made a video about the Harvey house, and I put a lot of time into it, but it turned out to be way too long, like well over an hour, and it just seemed really dry. Some man, he allowed me to tour the property. He was giving some insights and everything, and I thought it might make a good video, but really no. Oh, what's this? Erected by the citizens of Needles in memory of those who gave their services to the nation during the World War. Oh, that's the First World War. Wow. So this came from the First World War. This is well over 100 years old. 100 years old, everybody. It's crazy. So, this is the museum where we saw that one tweaker. And we'll go over here. And for the most part, everything is closed in Needles. Like, if you look behind me, everything is boarded up. Boarded up. Like I said, the theme of this video is blight for this community. You're saying, Desert Gino, isn't there a community called Blight? No, you're thinking of Blight. Just down the river in Riverside County, this is San Bernardino, but my gosh, everyone, look at this. So yes, there is the locomotives BNSF has mentioned, and there is definitely a storm moving in. I can feel the humidity. And Bullhead City is straight ahead, out that way. So if you're familiar with Bullhead, the Mojave Valley area, this is what's going on, and there's also a storm out in the distance. I just finished washing my car the other day, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. So hopefully I don't get any rain, I'm hoping. But we're moving on. We're moving on. So we're going to explore Needles. We're going on the main road where it's Route 66. And another thing as well, I made a video here last summer, and it was really good. There was a lot of tweakers in it. They were tweaking hard right over here in this area you're about to see. But the problem was I had a microphone and I was trying to be a little bit more professional. Didn't pick up the audio, so it was a really good video. Maybe you might want to see it. If you do, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, it's just kind of put away. But here is Needles. Yeah, Route 66. I'm not joking, everybody. Route 66. Right here. This road. Route 66. And for those who are also unaware, you'll see a lot of like peanut stuff out here. Snoopy, Woodstock, all of that. And you're probably thinking, why is that, Desert Gino? Why is that? Because you see Snoopy right there. And Woodstock. Charles Schultz used to live here in Needles, like way back when. Used to live here. And that's where he came up with the character Spike. Just like we saw in the introduction of the video. So I can only imagine what it must have been living here way back when, here in Needles on Route 66. Now this is an interesting shot right here, in my opinion. A lot of nostalgic vibes coming off of this building. And again, like everything in Needles, it's all boarded up and closed. But there is one thing that is very, very successful here in Needles. You're probably thinking, what could that possibly be, Desert Gino? Well, there is a lot of marijuana dispensaries here. So when you're driving through Needles, you just breathe in, and it smells like marijuana. Yeah. So there's a great deal of dispensaries here. Just a crazy amount. Other than that, everything is boarded up and closed. So I'm going to show you some of the like neighborhoods in a little bit. Right now it's just cruising the area, and it's very bleak. Very bleak. Almost ghetto. And you're going to say, Desert Gino, almost? How is it almost? Well, I'm being polite. Except I had to go down to Blight last year as well. I was conducting business in Blight. I had to drive down there, and I felt unsafe. I really did. There was a lot of characters, and it's like, my God. And there was this one bartender I knew. She lived in Needles. Nice girl, very, very cute, and I couldn't believe that she resided in Blight for some time. But hey, people gotta live somewhere. But the one thing Needles does have, surprisingly, is the Palo Verde College. So if you want to continue your education here in Needles, California, there is hope, but I'm not sure if it's open. And is this their mascot? Yeah. What's this? The Needles skeleton. I don't know, everybody. I think this place is closed. But nonetheless, this is a very interesting building. Very interesting. Wonder when it was constructed. Based on the design of the building, I'm going to go out in the street a little bit. There's some traffic, but I just want to get a good shot. Tell me what you think. What era or what year do you think this was constructed? 1930? Seems about right. And there goes the police/sheriff's department, everybody, here in Needles. On Route 66. So as far as downtown is concerned, this is basically it. You can go onto the Colorado River. It's not that far away from here. But we're not going to be doing that. We're covering the neighborhoods. That's right. So I'm going to be heading back to my car. Getting in my car, and we're going to explore the neighborhood. I want you to take a look at exactly how Needles is, and hopefully won't be a problem with me driving and recording, because I know a lot of people in these types of neighborhoods, they don't like it when people do that. And again, we have another victim here in Needles, California. And when I mean victims, I'm talking about businesses. This building, this business is no longer. This used to be a restaurant of some kind. I'm not sure exactly what, but it's no more. Oh, I hear a train coming. And look at this big storm, everybody. Yeah, it's really hot and really humid. You can hear the trains too. Econo Lodge, closed. The Imperial Motor Inn, closed. There was another motel down the street from here, and they demolished it. So yeah, you know, this kind of gives you an idea about the business. But they do have murals. There's a lot of murals that you will see around town here. And it is still summer out here in the desert. So it is very hot. Very hot. And the one thing that is very pronounced here in this part of the desert, because Needles is in the Colorado desert, which is characterized by its extreme temperature. So when I was over by the train station, I mentioned how Needles is home to the world's hottest rain, 115 degrees. If you go on Google, that is a fact. And Needles is very, very close in temperature to Death Valley, California. So a lot of people go out there to experience extreme heat, feel the baking intensity of the dry desert air. Well, Needles does a really good job with that as well. You're not going to be disappointed if you're looking for some really hot temperatures. And Needles kind of puts out that Trona vibe in a sense as well. If you're a desert rat like myself and you're familiar with the Searles Valley up that way, there's, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's reminiscent, because Needles is has its own character with the train station and, I don't know, the pot shops and everything, and there's a lot more people that live here, twice the size. But it's boarded up just like Trona, really boarded up. And in a few moments, you're going to see that. Yeah. But here we go. We'll take another look at this unique building right here. Downtown Needles. Woo-wee! Yeah. Boy, howdy. I don't know. Yeah. Needles, everybody. And I'm excited to show you the neighborhoods here. You're going to be like, wow, Desert Gino, interesting stuff. And there's this one radio station I do like listening to out of Needles, California, KTOX. From 2 to 5, you will get some extreme laughs from that radio station. I can guarantee you that. Oh, boy. And the monsoon is getting closer because it's wanting to blow off my hat. There was a decent gust. But if you've been to Needles and you have some experiences, please leave it in the comments. I'd be very curious to read exactly what you experienced, what your opinion is on Needles, California. And if you also have any other desert cities / towns that you would like to see me explore. I know we even got a saloon right here, everybody, a saloon. Yeah, it's the Red Dog Saloon. Something came to my mind that is not appropriate, so I'm not even, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stay quiet on that. Oh man, like I said, it's really hot and humid. So yes, this is Needles, California. Far eastern San Bernardino County. Right on the border of Arizona, separated by the Colorado River. They have a train station. You can take it from LA Union Station to here, but it runs at night. Yeah. But we're not done yet, everybody. We're not done yet. We have some neighborhoods to explore. So we already encountered one character. I'm surprised there hasn't been any more wandering the street, but maybe it's so hot and humid, everyone is inside right now. Maybe I'm the only crazy one wandering the streets. But again, we did a full circle now because behind me is Spike. This interesting mural, by the way. It's very interesting. It really embraces the spirit of Route 66, and we'll take a look at it. Why not? Somebody put a lot of effort into this, and it makes me feel good to see that despite how ugly Needles is, nobody has vandalized this mural, so it's nice. And it incorporates all the key aspects as well. You see the Topak Gorge, Charles Schultz's character, a BNSF train, and Route 66. And this bridge, if you're driving on the 40 over by Topak, you will see this. So it is a historical landmark. All right, so with that, we are going to explore more of the community, everybody, more of the community. So here we go, right now. All right, so here we go, driving around Needles. I'm not sure how the audio quality is going to turn out. I might have to do a voiceover, possibly, but I want you to see this community. We're going to take a look at some neighborhoods, driving around here, so you can get a general idea of Needles, California, and what you might expect in this part of the Mojave. We're going to be cruising Needles down J Street. Yeah, look at this, everybody. Would you live here? I know I wouldn't. Oh, who's this? Is that a working woman? Yeah, you don't want to enter this when there's a monsoon, that's for sure. Yeah. There's that woman, everybody. And it's one car at a time as well, my gosh. Needles. One car at a time. So I don't know if this gives you any perspective. And you're going to see some of the homes, they have treasures. Treasures, everybody. We'll turn down this street, see what's happening. We're just doing a neighborhood tour of the valuable real estate in far eastern San Bernardino County. And what's crazy on top of all this, everybody, these homes were built in the teens and 20s. Like 19, 10, 12, whatever, not the 2000s, since we are in the 20s. And I did enjoy the teens. Walnut and M Street. All right, Walnut and M. Valenzuela's Cafe, founded in 1952 and family owned. Well, apparently they didn't survive. Like I said, everything is closed here in Needles. There's a trash guy taking a siesta, everybody. Nah, he's on his break. And last year as well, I did a brief video. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't really that good either, so I didn't upload it or really do anything with it, but there was this massive fire here. It was just crazy. Crazy. In fact, I think it was down this way. But there's this one building I want to take a look at. I want you to see. And we're back on Route 66, and I don't know why they built this Hampton. I wouldn't want to stay here in Needles. So here's one dispensary. Got one. Oh, that was a street I needed to turn on. Oh, okay, we'll turn on this one. So right here used to be a hotel. And they tore it down. They tore down the hotel, everybody. Yeah, this is Needles. This side seems to be a little bit cleaner and nicer, but we are right over by the Colorado River. And this is exactly where the fire was. The cemetery caught on fire. The Indian cemetery. Or I should say Native American cemetery. And these homes, right out here in the distance right there, yeah, that's Arizona. So if that gives you any perspective, the Colorado River is right here. Yeah. And we're almost out of Needles. As mentioned, the population here, I want to say, is about 5,000 roughly. Give or take. Oh, there's a cemetery. Yeah, there's a cemetery, everybody. That's what caught on fire. I remember. Last year. Maybe we can see what's down this way. Maybe we can get a closer look. Yeah, Needles. So this is going back onto the main road, Route 66, Needles Highway. Needles Highway, everybody. And yeah, so if you want some Needles smash burgers or a Kush, you got marijuana, the dispensary. It's called the Dispensary right here. And what else do we have? Oh, we have another dispensary right here where this car is going to. Marvin's Mary J. Wow. Some Chinese restaurant. Panda Chinese restaurant. Yeah, isn't Needles interesting, everybody? Route 66. Yeehaw. This guy has some treasures. Well, everyone, this is Needles, California. I am on my way back to Las Vegas, my home, in Summerlin West. So, until next time, thank you for experiencing California's ugliest city with me, Desert Gino. So be sure to subscribe, turn the notification on for my channel. That way, when I release videos, you'll be the first to know of the video being released, as well as when I do decide to go live as well, because I do enjoy doing live videos and having a real-time exchange as well. I have a lot of additional videos I plan on making covering a wide variety of Las Vegas content. So thank you again for coming along. Bye.